Good morning guys, in this video I'm gonna show you how to apply a bright red matte lipstick in a natural way so it almost looks like a lip balm and you do not look overdone. Right now I'm using Fenty Beauty Uncensored, so if you want to wear this color, it doesn't have to be Fenty Beauty, it can be any other red lipstick. If you want to wear the red lipstick but you feel self-conscious and you feel like out of place when you wear it, then this video is for you because I will show you a very simple way to apply it so it almost looks like a lip balm. If you enjoyed this video, click subscribe and let's go! I have a bit of the spot here, so I'm gonna use another foundation that is thick and I use it as a concealer. This is another foundation that is very thick. It looks like this, and I use it as a foundation, especially in winter, and also I use it as a concealer because you see it's very thick and it just stays put. That's it, it's gone. This is the blush that I always use. So it's powder time. Today I'm going to use a smaller brush with my powder because I want to apply it only here, on the nose, and also you see this part is quite shiny between the eyebrows and right at the edge of the eyebrow, so I don't really like how shiny it is, so I'm gonna mattify it as well. So honestly I find this powder is not super mattifying. Maybe it's a good thing because I don't really like this super powdery and dry look, but I feel like I need something a little bit stronger, so I'm gonna be trying another powder soon. Stay tuned. I already ordered and it's on the way to me from Sephora. I'm gonna use the biggest eye brush that I have, and when I apply it, I see I lift my eyelid just a little bit so that I have bigger space to apply it, and then there was no wrinkles. Then I close my eyelid and then I start just to do these swiping motions, and immediately I have a smoky. Can you see that? The same, I lift the eyebrow, I close my eyes. Sometimes I need to tilt the head, lift the chin so that I could see the area where I apply it without having a crease there. So you see, I don't want to have this wrinkle here. And then I just swipe it, and then I just move it left and right. And there you go. Another beautiful smoky. Today also I want to apply this same eyeshadow at the lower eyelid. I'm gonna use a tiny little brush for that. Actually it's not that tiny. I wish I had even tinier, but right now this is the smallest that I have. So I apply a super thin layer, starting somewhere from the middle and then here, and then also stretch it outside. Okay, like this, and then do the same here. So this is like an everyday smoky. I think today I'm gonna use two things to brighten the inner area of the eye. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in Sin. I like to use it here because it stays put for the whole day and it doesn't disappear even if I rub my eye. So what I do is I draw like a V line here and here. Okay, that's a bit too much. I'm not gonna do on both eyes because I need to start patting it immediately. Otherwise it's gonna dry up like this and then it's impossible to blend it. Okay, I wish at this point that I have a small brush. I don't. Or my smallest brush is already covered with darker eyeshadow. Okay, so you see it's like this, and it's gonna stay like this for the rest of the day. Whereas if I apply this one, the RMS Beauty Lucky eye polish, it looks beautiful too, but it will disappear pretty fast. With a tick like this. Then once I did it, I need to start tapping it immediately. You have only a few seconds while it's still soft to blend it. After that, it's gonna stay forever. For the middle, I'm gonna just use the usual RMS Beauty eyeshadow, and because it's easier to blend, and I also find the color is so natural. So once again, I could have used this RMS Beauty in the inner corner as well. The color is almost the same. This one is tiny little bit darker, peachier, and this one is like more white. Actually, I can make a swatch on my hand and so that you could see the difference. So this one is Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in Sin, and this one is RMS Beauty in eye polish in Lucky. You see that they are very different actually. This one is much darker, but they are both very shiny. I think this one looks natural, more natural on my skin tone. I see it almost repeat my skin tone. This one looks too bright, and that's why I really need to blend it very well. Otherwise it looks like something it looks very obvious if I don't blend it. Overall I love both of them, but I find this one more natural. Very thin line. It's almost as if I draw between the lash line, but actually I'm drawing tiny little bit on top of them, just a super thin line. Okay, so mascara now. Eyebrows now. I will try to do the red lips today, although I have no red. I don't have any red lip balm. The only red lipstick that I have right now is Fenty Beauty in Uncensored, and I do not want to draw very bright red lips, so I will try to use it as a lip tint. This thing is super pigmented and it's super sticky, so once you apply it on your lips, it just stays there. So you need to be super careful, and this is how much I'm gonna apply and immediately blend it. You see, this is already gives such a bright color. It's amazing. I often use my fingers to apply the lip products. First, because I don't own any lip brushes, and second, I almost never apply the lipstick in a 100% color intensity. Usually I always I buy the bright lipsticks, but then I apply them like this. So I apply them as a tint, just a little bit. And of course, it doesn't work with a lip brush, because lip brush is best to apply in the color bright and bold. Okay, I have to keep quiet now. So you see, I really try to put tiny little dots, and I can always add more later, but once it's too much, it's very difficult to tone it down. When I draw the top lip, I always try to make it a bit wider than the bottom one. Can you see? When I apply the lip color, I love to smile so that I could really see there is these small lines where the color is not there yet. So I stretch my lips and then blend it with my finger. and my fingers usually look like this. Now I can add a tiny bit of lip balm to make it less dry. So I'm gonna use fresh sugar caramel lip balm, just a little bit. I think that's all. That's all, and that's my look for today. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to the channel so that you could see more.